It's time for playoff racing here at the Glen. It is time to go racing for the first time in 3 seasons here in the Pepsi Cup Series at Watkins Glen International. And it's a huge playoff implication race. The middle race of this round of 12 here today. Who is going to take the victory? We are about to find out who is going to position themselves nicely for the final race of this round next time out at Bristol. So much is on the line here at this 2.5 mile road course. Your ones to watch for today. We start off with the outside pole sitter Ross Chastain in the 1 car. Very strong here. We'll see if he can pull it off. Christopher Bell had a big crash at Indianapolis. He needs a recovery. It can all start here today at Watkins Glen with a good result for the 20 team. Kyle Larson has, in recent years, really taken the crown from Chase Elliott as the king of Watkins Glen. Can he win here today in 5 from P5? Brad Keselowski sits below the cut line right now. He needs to make moves if he wants to get above it and get into the round of 8. Can that 6 car be an underdog today? We'll find out as we get ready to roll off now here from Watkins Glen International for this 10-lap race here today. Here's a look at the starting lineup. Shane Van Gisbergen is alongside Ross Chastain on row 1 with Christopher Bell and Chase Elliott in row number 2. Row 3, we have Kyle Larson alongside AJ Allmendinger. In row number 4, we have Martin Truex Jr. and Daniel Suarez. Row 5 is Denny Hamlin and Chris Buescher. Row 6, Noah Gragson and Tyler Reddick. Row 7, we have Michael McDowell and Kyle Busch. And in row 8, we have Joey Logano and Brad Keselowski, former teammates. Row 9, we have the lowest starting playoff driver of Ryan Blaney alongside Jenson Button. Blaney is also the lowest in the points, too. Gibbs is alongside Barry behind them in row 10. Row 11 is William Byron. My bad, he's actually the lowest starting playoff driver today. He's alongside Carson Hocevar. He's got Balicki and Priest behind him. Sammy Smith is alongside Matt DiBenedetto with Eric Jones alongside Todd Gilliland. John Hunter Nemechek alongside Bubba Wallace lines up in front of Austin Dillon and Harrison Burton. Chase Briscoe is alongside Riley Herbst in the 15, with the 51 of Justin Haley alongside the 47 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Austin Hill is alongside Chandler Smith. And rounding out today's field, it's Kevin Harvick and Kaz Grala. 10 laps today. It's race 2 of 3 in the round of 12, and you got to watch out for those non-playoff drivers, specifically Shane Van Gisbergen, who was eliminated last round in the wild card, and AJ Allmendinger, the part-timer. 2 non-playoff drivers right up at the front and in a spot to win it as we get ready to go racing. Here we go from the Glen. Good start for SVG. He gets the lead early. Christopher Bell behind him sneaks into second past Ross Chastain. That's how they line up through the inner loop for the first time and going through the carousel. Really got to settle into a rhythm here as Kyle Larson goes a bit wide at turn number 6, but he gets the spot from AJ Allmendinger into 7. Nice little battle there for P5 at the moment as SVG trying to pull away but can't really shake Christopher Bell and Chase Elliott at the moment, even though he's trying. Better exit though through the carousel. He's going to pull out a bit of a gap, and here comes Allmendinger. He'll go down the inside and pass Kyle Larson for P5. Now more contact as Allmendinger slides up the racetrack, goes wide, allows Larson to get back to the inside. Kyle Larson takes back 5th. An amazing battle, and Martin Truex Jr. is right there, a playoff driver as well. And hard racing as the caution is now out. Piece of debris on the track. That is turn 6, I believe, by the looks of it. We are under a caution. And I think some of these drivers definitely needed this one. This race was getting chaotic. This will bring us to the halfway bonus, too, which will go to Shane Van Gisbergen, the halfway points. Christopher Bell in second getting some valuable points as we get ready to restart on lap 6 of 10. We'll have half this race to go. 5 laps to go here at Watkins Glen International. We're back green, and Chase Elliott is instantly on the move, but he locks up, and Kyle Larson takes the lead. Reddick around. Hamlin was involved as well. Potential implications for Denny Hamlin. He is hobbling around this racetrack right now, and Elliott goes down to the inside. He's going to try to pass Larson. Can't quite do it, though, right there, as Kyle Larson holds the lead, but for how much longer? Elliott takes it as they enter the S's. Unbelievable dive down the inside by Chase Elliott, a bold one into turn number 1, and Kyle Larson into the wall. More contact as Bell passes Van Gisbergen. It's all going off here at Watkins Glen right now as Elliott leads. Larson's going to have to pit with huge damage to the rear of his car. Shane Van Gisbergen trying to recover and get back to where he was. There you see Kyle Larson into the wrecking on the front straightaway. It's John Hunter Nemechek and Austin Dillon. Hard crash. Caution is out. And man, that race somehow got even crazier than how it began, but everything was happening all at once there. Here's a look at Kyle Larson's spin. He just got on the, he took too much curb into the inner loop and wrecked it. And then something happened up ahead. Christopher Bell, maybe a bit of a bold move on Shane Van Gisbergen. And there's the wreck that ultimately brought out the yellow. It was John Hunter Nemechek clipping the grass, it looked like. Don't know if he got turned or if he was just braking and it locked the rears or something, but pit stops coming up here, and this will lead into a potential overtime. Pretty much the entire field is coming in. Chase Elliott, the race leader, going to take 4 tires and a little bit of fuel just in case. You never know how many overtimes they're going to take. Same can be said for Christopher Bell. And Martin Truex Jr. getting a slight chassis adjustment to try to tighten up that car through some of the high-speed corners. And Chase Elliott will win the race off of pit road. However, he will not be the leader. Kyle Larson and Michael McDowell stayed out. Larson, although with that damage, was on pit road as that caution came out. So he has fresh tires. Michael McDowell trying to do anything on old tires just to put himself in a better position for the playoffs. We're about to find out. It's overtime from Watkins Glen. Here we go. Good restart from Kyle Larson. Somehow runs the 34 out wide, even with all that damage, and now he's got the 9 of Chase Elliott hounding him through the inner loop. Elliott trying to chase down Kyle Larson. Can he get by his teammate? Coming around to the white flag, 1 lap to go. That's all Larson wanted to see as, Christopher Bell goes around. Huge in the points for him. He needed a good result. He's not going to get it anymore. Here comes Elliott to the inside. A bit of contact, but Larson hangs on, and here comes McDowell. Out of the carousel, into 6 and 7. Elliott with the look. He's not going to get there. Kyle Larson hangs on and wins, even with all that damage. An amazing turnaround for the 5 team, who is now almost locked into the next round with this win. And for Christopher Bell, everything that could go wrong did on that last lap, and he finds himself in a horrible spot. You saw the spin there. He was just on the inside of Michael McDowell heading through turn 1 and ran out wide. Don't know if he wheel hopped or what, and then the battle for the lead. You saw the contact back in the inner loop. Here's Elliott going for it in the 6. However, the thing about Watkins Glen is if you make a dive down the inside at turn 6, you better make that pass because you're going to be on the outside for 7. And that's exactly what happened to Elliott, and it gave Larson the win here today at Watkins Glen International. A fantastic result. Kyle Larson almost guaranteed to be in the next round. Of course, no win and you're in, so he's not automatically advancing, but he is a ton of points above that cut line now. So hopefully, he'll be able to have a good day at Bristol Motor Speedway next time out, or at least an average day, and be able to come home in one piece. I mean, really, you're thinking top 20 next week, and he'll be fine, so Kyle Larson, great job today. Michael McDowell, too. We haven't talked about him. P3. He stayed out on old tires because he was not running high up in the field. That choice paying dividends is now Michael McDowell closer to the cut line, as we'll see here in a moment once the results all go through. Bell and Hamlin. Hamlin, thankfully, had a huge cushion after a good run at Indy. and a lot of points coming into this playoffs. And then Christopher Bell, crash at Indy, spin here on the final lap today. Not a lot of DNFs, so he finishes deep in the field and out of the points. It's just about the worst case scenario for Christopher Bell heading to Bristol, because he pretty much needs to dominate and hope that his competition does bad. As you can see, he's minus 71. The max points you can earn in a race is 125. So Chase Elliott is locked into the round of 8 officially. Ross Chastain, all he needs to do is score 24 points next week out at Bristol, which I believe is a top 14 finish. Kyle Larson plus 94. He needs top 12, I believe, and that's assuming they don't earn any points at the halfway bonus. Keselowski, Busch, McDowell, Truex, they're all right on that cut line. That'll be really interesting to watch. Next race out at Bristol. I'm hoping to have that race out on Christmas, if not in the days following over Christmas break. Man, what a race today was here at Watkins Glen, and what a situation we have heading off to Bristol next time out. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe for more Pepsi Cup Series racing. And I hope to see you all at the high banks of Bristol Motor Speedway next time out. Have a great day, everyone. So long from the Glen. Have you ever wondered how you could never miss a race in the NASCAR Pepsi Cup Series? Just scroll over to the playlist tabs, find the playlist, and select the video that you wish to watch. There are so many races to choose from, and now there's a playlist featuring every race ever from the Pepsi Cup Series, all at your fingertips. And brand new to this channel, I'd like to announce the addition of a membership. For just a few bucks a month, you can get a whole bunch of features including emojis, Minecraft tutorials, early releases, and more.